And I am Anna, and welcome to today's message. Today's message is the Art of Contentment from Philippians 4:11 and 12. I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether full-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Now, this verse comes from Paul, who is speaking to the Philippians about being satisfied. He wanted them to understand that being content in all circumstances does not depend on external condition. And he tried to tell them that he had experienced scarcity and abundance and was still content because he was rooted in faith and not material circumstances. Now, his secret is that he has learned from life experience and faced hardship as well as prosperity. Haven't we all been that way? But Paul seemed to know the secret to finding true contentment. Now, he explained his ability to remain content and have reliance on Christ and God's strength was not his own. His lesson was that true contentment comes from spiritual growth. His strength came by the grace of God. He surrendered his struggles and challenges to Christ, trusting that he would be equipped with the inner strength needed to face others with a peaceful heart, instead of being controlled by outside circumstances. Well, I see a little bit of a problem with this. Let me explain. It's not really a problem, but I see it like this. You have to be with yourself wherever you go. And if you're not content, well, my friends, you are likely the problem. Because you follow you everywhere. Did you hear that right? If you are unhappy, discontented, overwhelmed, or feeling overcome, you are the culprit of your own unhappiness. Think about that for a moment. When you're overwhelmed by challenges, what do? Do you shift your focus to God, or do you feel sorry for yourself? Do you let the peace that God offers you become your focus, or are you dwelling on what you do not have? Are you centered on having a content heart? My friends, contentment is within, not outside of yourself. It is learned, and once you're content, you can enjoy your life. But if you're spending all your time trying to be anything less than your true self, hoarding your money, your belongings, and your resources that really mean nothing, you will always be less satisfied. And if you're hoarding those things and your only goal is to be better than someone else, well, I hate to be the one to tell you, but it will destroy you. You see, you need to be content with what God has given you. Now, I wasn't always that way, but I can attest now to the freedom that comes from trusting in God and relying on his strength to carry me through every situation. I know now that I was never alone, but I didn't always know that. There was a time when I struggled daily, but I was brought to complete peace in my life by the grace and mercy of God. I was transformed, and now I can allow my mind to transcend any external circumstance by grounding myself in Christ. I don't worry about my physical health or my daily challenges, if I get sick, or even death. I live in God's provision and on a spiritual foundation of very deep faith. And you know what? God's never let me down, not even once. My friends, that is how you find peace. You see, Paul's lesson was simple. Live in both hardship and prosperity, but always love in Christ. You see, the secret was really no secret at all. It's an acquired skill through deep faith and spiritual truth. That is what enables you to be content in every circumstance. The truth of wealth and joy lies simply in godliness and contentment. And the spiritual riches, they have eternal value. So today I encourage you to find peace and satisfaction even in adverse circumstances. and find gratitude in God's promises and His faithfulness. Shift your focus from external things to internal peace and your spiritual growth. Choose to transcend the world and be successful no matter what comes your way. In a world where you can be anything, choose to be love. Love is the answer. If this resonated with you, please like and share my post. And thank you for your donations to my divine mission and for helping me to keep my messages alive. I'll see you tomorrow.